6. Now we are going to present our final product. Firstly, we'll introduce our group. Our group has 4 members. I am Thúy.
My name is Thương.
I'm Thương.
And I'm Lan.
Hello.
Number 1. Stereotype. Stereotype is a fixed idea or image that many people have a particular type of person or thing which is not true in reality. Number 2. Prejudice. Prejudice is an unreasonable dislike or direct preference for a person, group, costume, especially when it's based on their race, religion, and sex. Number 3. Bias. Bias is a strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, often not based on fair judgment. Number 4. Discrimination. Discrimination refers to the behavioral manifestations of that prejudice. Thus, discrimination can be thought of as prejudice in action. Number 5. Racism. Racism, the word itself, can evoke very powerful emotional reactions, especially for those who have felt the oppression and exploitation that stems from racist attitudes and behaviors. There are many different definitions of racism. One example is that Robert Blunder has described racism as a tendency to categorize people who are culturally different in terms of their physical traits, such as skin color, hair color and texture, facial structure, and eye shape.
Now we will talk about 10 stereotypes. The first one is men are strong and do all the important work in the family. In the past day, people still understood each other in the family. Person who earns more money often plays the role of breadwinner, and they think that men are strong and do all the work in the family. But not all men are strong and do all the important work in the family. There are a lot of women. They have become the second breadwinner in the family, and they can do everything. Women and men share responsibility, economy, and organization with material life for the family. To create a harmonious and happy life, all members in the family have to be responsible for contributing effort. Therefore, the women must cleverly arrange all family members to participate in labor to create income. So, many men are strong and do all the important work in the family, but not all men. The second one is women can't lead as well as men in society. Nowadays, women can do all the work in society which men can do. They can lead a big corporation and company. Women can take part in high position and society about political and economy. And the third one is women get married as gambling. Most of people think that women get married as gambling because after getting married, women have to do all the housework, take care of the children and they don't have free time for themselves. If they get married with a bad man who always hits them and don't care about them, they will be harder. But not all women hard when they get married. Some of them have a better and happier life when getting married. Their husbands take good care for them and love them unconditionally. And the fifth one, women in Korea are very beautiful. When think about women in Korea, we will guess that they are very beautiful. Yes, women in Korea are very beautiful, but not all. Beside beautiful women, there are a lot of women who are not very beautiful. They are fat, short, and have small eyes. In addition, they have cosmetic surgery, so we can't distinguish between man-made and nature. And the sixth one, pretty girls are not smart. When we see beautiful girls, we will think they are not smart. They just care about their appearance. But not all beautiful girls are not smart. There are a lot of girls, they are not only beautiful but also clever in their studies and works. The seventh one, old people don't know to use technology. We often think old people are behind the time. They don't know to use technology like smartphone, computer, and camera. But not all. There are many old people who work in company, school, and other workplaces. They must use technology such as smartphone to contact with their boss, college, computer to work, photocopier to copy materials to work. So not all old people don't know how to use technology. And the seventh one, short men are difficult to get married. Are difficult to get married. We think short men are difficult to get married because their appearances are not very nice, and most of girls expect to get married with a handsome, tall and strong man. But not all short men are difficult to get married. Some of them are handsome, strong, and kind, so they are easily to get married, even getting married with mix.
Number 10. Women shouldn't get married with taxi drivers, because many people think that taxi drivers meet many guests when they drive, so they may get a lot of relationships. It's easy to make a new relationship with other girls. Therefore, they are unfaithful. However, it isn't true, because the problems are incorrect for all taxi drivers in the type jobs. It depends on the taxi driver's characters. Besides, many taxi drivers always love their wife. Especially, they try to earn money by their job to bring a good life for their family. Thus, we can say that women may get married with taxi drivers.
Number 9. Chinese people are unbelievable.
In Japan, Chinese people often import low-quality products to the Vietnamese markets and sell people to their countries. However, there are only some people think so, but it is true to evaluate all of Chinese people like that. In my opinion, we should make friends with Chinese to understand clearly. Don't try to evaluate Chinese people. We can say that some Chinese people are unbelievable.
Number 10. Girls who dye hair are playboys. In the plot, girls always have black hair. Nowadays, there are more freedom. Girls dye their hair a lot, and people think they are playboys. But it helps us to show off their individual, make them more beautiful and confident in their life. In fact, only some girls who dye hair are playboys because most of them just want to keep up with the modern hairstyle.
Look at the boy, he's very handsome. This boy, yes, he's so short. It's difficult for short men to get married.
Girls often feel proud when having boyfriends, enjoy the feeling of being protected. And the Vietnamese families' parents want their daughter to marry or love vital and strong husband. Because if they marry a short husband, then the child will be short. The difference in appearance or height between two love has already been a controversial topic. People think that every Jack must have a hit you, and beautiful girls must love handsome boy. By the way, there are also some people think that it is different for short men to get married. But it's even true to evaluate all of men like that. In my opinion, people should do exercise regularly to increase their health and have a good health. Moreover, appearance is not as important as efficiency of two people for each other. Height is just an external excitement. Efficiency will help them overcome this appearance problem.
What are you doing?
I'm buying clothes. What do you think about this t-shirt?
Oh, it looks nice. Oh, but it's from China. Don't buy it. It's fake. The Chinese are unbelievable. They are always cheat Vietnamese people.
In the past, the press stereotype against Chinese people have increased. I have exported poor quality product to our country. So you always say that Chinese people are unbelievable, but you wouldn't equate them like that. To me, every country has bad people and good people. In China, there are a lot of Vietnamese people who like study and work in there. They said that Chinese people are still friendly and always helpful to them. However, there are many Chinese companies that have been built in Vietnam. It creates opportunity for Vietnamese people to have a stable job. And I have read about them in the paper. There are many Vietnamese girls get married to Chinese people, and they share about their happy life on social media. Style Chinese online shopping style are very reliable and products are high quality. For example, I purchased goods on Taobao. Transfer is very fast and products quality makes me extremely satisfied. At this time, Chinese items are widely in our country. In fact, some people Chinese people are unbelievable. They tell us poor quality goods and they take advantage of Vietnamese people believe to trick them into going there to get money. We can't trust all Chinese people in the way. We had to find out more information instead of hearing from another style. We should get information at different websites and we can make friends with Chinese people to understand their personality and culture.
Hi, do you see this girl who died here? Oh, the girl died blonde hair, right? Yes. So lovely, you're playboy. Girls who die here are playboys. You know, as a Vietnamese tradition, the girls has a long black hairs who are beautiful and gentle. But nowadays, the country is developing and the society is more and more modern. So everything changed. The girl cut their hair and dye with many colors like red, yellow, and white. But this girl are judged by many other people. It's believed that these girls are playboy. They often go out, play, and enjoy life. Especially, they make many relationship with the naughty and naughty boys and girls. So, in fact, there are only some girls who die here are the playboys, but it isn't true to evaluate all of the girls like that, because the characters and the character and appearance is not one. It is similar and it is so we should distinguish clearly. So I think people should have the right way to assess a person, because I have read a lot of people a lot of articles relating this stereotype. For example, the mother-in-law doesn't accept a girl who dyed hair to be her daughter-in-law, although this girl is nice and the girl and her boyfriend love each other, but they must be separated. So as a result, I think people should have a total view when assessing a person, in both character and appearance. And moreover, people shouldn't impose their thinking on other people, because maybe it is only true for a particular amount, and people also train their thinking and catch up with modern and new society, new fashion, to be a good person and don't have mistake when assessing a person.
Why is it important to challenge stereotypes, prejudice, and prejudice, as well as to think and speak objectively? Because it makes conflict among people, because of misunderstanding, even not comprehending exactly about the problem. Moreover, its effect to human relationships, such as families, marriage, and friends. Especially, it also affects life and causes painful problems in societies. Why?
After doing this project, we learned a lot of things: generation-wide definitions and 10 stereotypes. We know that sometimes we misunderstand about some problems in society, but now we understand clearly about these stereotypes. Moreover, we think that we should have a general views about problems and assess in many extent. It will help us avoid strong thinking when considering issues. After